Hello and welcome to Not So Awesome Review, and today we're looking at the Sonic Prime Tails 9 from New York City by Jakks Pacific. So it's been a while since I did a video, and I saw these at Target today and I couldn't resist because it looked really cool. And yeah, so I picked up Tails, I was gonna say Amy, but it's Rose because it's Sonic Prime from the Netflix show that I don't know if anybody watched. I actually don't know how the reviews went on that show. I enjoyed it for the most part, but anyways, Sonic Prime figures, these figures run a little bit more money. $15, which at, first glance, kind of like that's more money. That's not 10. That's why am I paying 15? Because it is awesome. At least this figure is awesome. It's probably one of the most articulated, if not the most articulated figure that we've gotten from Jakks Pacific in terms of Sonic toy line, not counting the big ones. Those ones are pretty big and articulated and everything, but even this one I think is probably still considerably more, just because of the arms and everything, or his tails, I guess. Yeah, tails. But anyways, taking a closer look at this figure, you can see the detail in him not lacking at all. The shoes look really good. The pants, the shirts, the expression on his face. Mine does have a little bit of a black mark in between the eyes, which I was hoping I could just scrape off with my fingernail, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to use like an X-Acto knife or something, because it is definitely not just coming off. The only setback with my figure, but aside from that, sculpt-wise, looks amazing. His face, expression, awesome. The little hair details throughout the body, yeah, we could use a little bit of a wash or something to kind of make it stand out, but looks really good. The arms, they look plasticky. I'm not gonna lie, the promotional art in the back makes them look a little bit more metallic and stuff, but not really an issue. A $15 figure, it is where it is. It's still amazing. Now that we got all of that out of the way, we can really talk about how amazing this figure is done, because again, they did an amazing job with just every little aspect of it. Again, the sculpt work on him, really good. The shoes, a little bit dirty. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be this kind of like blotchy paint on there. They should be smoother, but yeah, it's a little blotchy. I'm assuming that it's not supposed to be, because I don't know, just something about it seems like it's just overspray of paint, and I doubt that was an aesthetic choice, but look good. The shirt looks good. The eyes look good. Again, that little black spot kind of bothers me. Expression looks good. Hair right here and all the like detail looks really nice. Same with his tails and everything. A little bit of the under plastic color showing, but again, $15, can't really complain. And honestly, this is what I was asking for. If you've seen any of my other Jakks Pacific videos regarding Sonic, I usually mention that I wouldn't mind paying a little bit more for a little bit more, and I feel like this is what we finally got. I paid $5 more than the average Jakks Pacific figure and got a good amount more of articulation. So let's go on with that. First of all, every single one of his mechanical tails here are articulated in multiple spots, from where they plug into the bottom right there, they hinge, and ball joints all the way up to the end, with the little spike part right here being articulated as well. So you can basically bend these any direction you want, and that in itself is awesome. It would have been so easy for them to just have made them like either one point articulated, because it would have saved them money to have them fused, or they could have just made them not even move at all, but they all move, and his tail does rotate all the way around still, so great to see that. The head has a hinge. It finally has a hinge. We can look up, we can look down, and I'm sure if you get the joint to somehow not move with the head, I'm not going to really try too hard to do it, but then you'd probably be able to get some head pivot in there. But for now, yeah, up and down, looks awesome. That's amazing. Just I love it. It adds so much to posing, to be able to look up and down, that I am just so happy they did that. Again, I do wish we could shift sideways without having to do much, because it is just a ball peg, so you would think you'd be able to, but not so much, unfortunately. Let's see. Next up, we have the arms, which can go up all the way, down, rotate all the way around, and we do finally have elbow joints on. I was gonna say mainline figures, but they're not the video game figures, but I mean, it's great to see. They added elbow joints with the movie figure, so I like that they're carrying on to this Netflix line and everything. Elbow joints right there. Is there rotation at the glove? I feel like there is because there's separation. Yeah, there's rotation at the glove right there. And you can move it a little bit up and down. Not too much, but just a little bit. No waste or anything, which is fine. I feel like that would definitely be a little bit harder to do on a figure this size, but he can, let's see, we have a ball peg right there. So, although he can move his legs, let's see, outwards, like that, kicking forward, not too much, a little bit, otherwise it's going to pop off like you guys just saw. But again, with jakks, they do a great job of making it so if those figures, those joints come off, you can just pop them back on. So right there, decent enough. If I rotate it, yeah, decent enough. Not the greatest, but not the worst in the world. What I'm surprised at is that he does have knee articulation. It's a little bit slight. He does have pants on, but he does have that articulation right there for the knee. I honestly wasn't expecting it. Looking at it in the packaging, I wasn't expecting it because you don't see the ball joint. It's in there, but you don't see it. So great job hiding it with the pants too, because other companies, maybe they wouldn't have cared so much, but they hid it. It works. It's there. And we do have a good separation from the sock and the shoe. So we do have a little bit of an ankle pivot right there. A little bit forward, not too much back, but it does help. Now he is very back heavy, as you would expect. Tails has always been a back heavy figure, but because of these extra little tail arm things, yeah, his extra, yeah, they're tails, right? Because he's 9 tails. So, yeah, the extra tails, well, tails 9, you can, yeah, use them as a little bit of a support so he doesn't just fall over super easy. And yeah, I think they did a great job. Haven't made a video in a while, so hopefully all that was in focus. My actual camera that I usually film with doesn't work anymore. This one, higher quality. I don't have the right lens for it, so zooming in and out, not really going to happen because this is the only lens that I can kind of get things into at least a good enough focus where I don't feel like it's completely bad. But yeah, hopefully that section wasn't too bad. Like I said, this figure is awesome. I really like it. He does stand a little bit taller than your regular tails. You can see right here to the top of the hair, just under 5 inches. To the top of the head, closer to 4, a little bit under 4. But again, bring it up higher for the ears and for the top of the hair. Here is a comparison with his video game counterpart. So you guys can see he is a lot bigger, looks a little bit older. I like the look. I think they did a really great job. Again, jakks knows what they're doing when it comes to sculpt work. And seeing them up the game with articulation, I absolutely love it. Like I said before, many times, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I don't mind paying a few dollars more, in this case $5 more, for a figure that can do more, that's more articulated, that I can pose just that little bit more. It's great. Literally the only thing we're missing here is like interchangeable hands and stuff like that. I doubt we'll get that in the future. Who knows? Maybe another $5 a few years from now we'll have like some really fancy like $20 version, but at that price point it's a little bit high. If you're thinking about this for your kid, yeah, I recommend it. It's a little bit more money, but I do feel it's a little bit more fun, in my opinion. I think it's worth the extra $5 compared to the video game one, unless they love the video game look, because I mean he looks awesome in that little form. But yeah, aside from that, he is next to video game Sonic, modern Sonic, and he's taller than him, which really makes me wonder how big the Sonic from this line is. I didn't see him in stores, which really sucks because it's Sonic. I want it. But just for a quick comparison of another figure in this specific line, here is, what is it? Thorn Rose, right? Yeah. You can see here she is bigger. It's a bigger figure. It's a bigger line. I wish I could put the movie Sonic, or the movie Tails, so you guys can see the size comparison with that. Unfortunately, it's behind a bunch of stuff, so I can't get to it right now. But hopefully this helps. You can see they are somewhat of a bigger line, a little bit of a bigger scale. They do just seem older to me, so that's going to be my headcanon for this. Just they're a little bit older. I mean, it's a different series and everything, but yeah, they really look good. She has some issues. We'll get into that in her review. Hopefully, I'll be able to put another video out this week. But yeah, aside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I do recommend this tails. He doesn't come with any like other accessories or anything like that. But for $15, the fact that we have completely articulated tails, like the other tails on his back, we have that knee joint, we have the elbow joint, we have the freaking head joint that can look up and down. The movie figures didn't even have that. So honestly, I have to applaud Jakks here for this. Great job. You basically did everything that was kind of on my wish list, minus the interchangeable hands. I know why that could be a little bit more difficult for them to do, but I'm happy with this. Honestly, probably at the moment, until I mess with that Sonic, and even after I mess with the new Sonic, whenever I find him, I'm pretty confident that this is probably the best figure in any of the Sonic lines they've put out to date, minus the bigger, more premium figures. Highly recommend it. Check out your GameStop. Check out your Target. They are hitting there first. Hopefully Walmart will be getting them soon. And yeah, aside from that, I really have nothing else to say. Other than, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I will be able to put out some more videos soon. We'll see how it goes. No promises. Work starts up again really soon, like this week. So yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.